Hey guys, this is Mike Tarallo with Qlik. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Do More with Qlik Tips and Tricks Edition. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through how to create tasks within schedules to build a dependent task chain. Let's dive right in. To keep things simple, I have three objects we're looking at: apps, scripts, and data flows. And we're looking at this in a space named Tasks Demo. So these three objects basically are dependent on one another and also a time-based schedule. The first one is just a simple script object. This object is responsible for pulling data from a pricing service and then writing it to cloud storage. The next object is a data flow. It's responsible for taking that delimited file from cloud storage and combining it and transforming it with inventory data, and then ultimately writing out a target, in this case just a QBD file, that's then going to be used by the app named RGB Inventory Analysis. So just to give you an example, it's just a simple app showing value, number of consoles, number of games. It's got a visualization. You can see it was last refreshed at 9:39 a.m. So let's go into each one. So the first one, if we go into schedule, the schedule's already created, but you can click Create New Task, and then you can select the Based On dropdown, which will show you time or an event. Another task succeeded, another task failed, or a particular time event. In this case, we're scheduled by time. So let me just open up the existing one. And you can see time daily once. It's going to kick off at 12 a.m. continuously. So when that runs, it'll have a status of succeeded. Now we want the next job to look at that particular status and then only run if this is succeeded. So the next one is the data flow. If we go into the schedule of the data flow, you can see it's already been created, but just to show you, if I select another task succeeded, it asks you to select the space where those objects are. In this case, it's called Tasks Demo, and then it will automatically recognize the scheduled tasks, and you get to choose. So in this case, we're going to choose Get Data from Price Charting, and then the name of the object that's been scheduled, schedule of getting data from price charting. But we have that already there, so we're just going to discard that. I'll show you exactly what this looks like completed, filled in. And then the same will go for the RGB inventory analysis. Based on event, another task succeeded, the space, the content, and you can see scheduling of combined transform. So it's dependent on the data flow succeeding. Now all we need to do is run this. So I can do a run now, but I also want to show you within the menu options of the task, you can kick it off right here. And you'll notice through the banners across the top, you'll see when they're scheduled, and you'll also notice when they are completed. And these will pop up accordingly. And then you could also see the updated message on each of the objects will also refresh. Okay, updated a few seconds ago. So that extract has been successful and written to the Dropbox cloud storage. Now the combining of the inventory data with that extract is happening now within the data flow. And there we go, updated a few seconds ago. And then it updates the RGB inventory analysis. And if we go into RGB inventory analysis, you can see that the last refresh was now at 9:43. Okay, so it's fairly simple to do. Just remember when you set up your first object, the first object obviously is going to be a timed-based event that you set up, and then the rest of them will be dependent on each other, providing the task succeeds or fails. Okay, if you have any questions, please post them where this video is posted, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.